Session 23, Origins and Related Words. 1. So now what's the good news? Malus is bad. Bonus is good. The adverb from the Latin adjective bonus is bene, and bene is the root found in words that contrast with the malterms we studied in the previous session. So benign and benignant are kindly, good-natured, not harmful, as in benign neglect, a benign judge, a benign tumor, not cancerous, a benignant attitude to malefactors and scoundrels. The corresponding nouns are benignity and benignancy. A malediction is a curse, a benediction is a blessing, a saying good. The adjective is benedictory. In contrast to maleficent is beneficent, doing good, the noun. In contrast to malefactor is benefactor, one who does good things for another, as by giving help, providing financial gifts or aid, or coming to the rescue when someone is in need. If you insist on making sexual distinctions, a woman who so operates is a benefactress. And, of course, the person receiving the benefaction, the recipient of money, help, etc., is a beneficiary. Benefit and beneficial are other common words built on the combination of bene and a form of facio, to do or make. So let others be malevolent toward you, confuse them by being benevolent, wish them well. Turn the other cheek? Why not? The noun? The adjective bonus, good, is found in English bonus, extra payment theoretically but not necessarily, for some good act. In bonbon, a candy, a good, using the French version of the Latin adjective. And in bona fide, etymologically, in good faith, hence valid without pretense, deception, or fraudulent intent, as a bona fide offer, a bona fide effort to negotiate differences, etc. Fides is Latin for faith or trust, as in fidelity, faithfulness. Fido, a stereotypical name for a dog, one's faithful friend. Infidel, one who does not have the right faith or religion, depending on who is using the term, or one who has no religion, Latin in not. And infidelity, unfaithfulness, especially to the marriage vows. 2. Say, do, and wish. Benediction and malediction derive from dico, dictus, to say, tell, dictate, dictator, dictation, dictatorial, words that signify telling others what to do as I say, are built on dico, as is predict, to tell beforehand, that is, to say that something will occur before it actually does, before, as in prescient. The brand name dictaphone combines dico with phone, sound, contradict, to say against, or to make an opposite statement. Don't contradict me. That contradicts what I know. Combines dico with contra, against, opposite, and addiction, etymologically, a saying to or toward, or the compulsion to say yes to a habit, combines dico with ad, to toward. Factio, factus, to do or make, as in malefactor, benefactor, has, as noted, variant spellings in English words, fis, fic, or as a verb ending, fi. Thus, factory is a place where things are made, or a place where. A fact is something done, that is, something that occurs or exists or is therefore true. Fiction, something made up or invented. Manufacture, to make by hand, manus, hand, as in manuscript manual, a word coined before the invention of machinery, artificial, made by human art, rather than occurring in nature, as artificial flowers, etc., and clarify, simplify, liquefy, magnify, to make clear, simple, liquid, larger, among hundreds of other fi verbs. Volo, to wish, to will, to be willing, as in malevolent, benevolent, occurs in voluntary, involuntary, volunteer, words too familiar to need definition, and each quite obviously expressing wish or willingness. Less common, and from the same root, is volition, the act or power of willing or wishing, as in of her own volition, that is, voluntarily, or against her volition. 3. If you please, Placate is built on the root plac, which derives from two related Latin verbs meaning 1, to please, and 2, to appease, soothe, or pacify. If you succeed in placating an angry colleague, you turn that person's hostile attitude into one that is friendly or favorable. The noun is placation, the adjective either placative or placatory. A more placatory attitude to those you have offended may help you regain their friendship. When husband and wife or lovers quarrel, one of them finally makes a placative gesture. If the war no longer fulfills his or her neurotic needs, one of them eventually will wake up some bright morning in a placatory mood. But then, such is life. The other one may at that point be implacable. Im is a respelling of in, not before the letter P. One who can be soothed, whose hostility can be changed to friendliness, is placable. Implacable has taken on the added meaning of unyielding to entreaty or pity, hence harsh, relentless, as the governor was implacable in his refusal to grant clemency. The noun form of implacable is implacability. Can you write and pronounce the noun derived from placable? If you are placid, plasmoid, you are calm, easygoing, serene, undisturbed. Etymologically, you are pleased with things as they are. Waters of a lake or sea, or the emotional atmosphere of a place, can also be placid. The noun is placidity. If you are complacent, you are pleased with yourself, calm, from con, with together. You may, in fact, such is one common connotation of the word, be smug, too pleased with your position or narrow accomplishments, too easily self-satisfied. And the hour of reckoning may be closer than you realize. Humans, as you know, are delighted to be critical of the contentment of others. The noun is complacence or complacency. 4. How to give and forgive. To condone is to forgive, overlook, pardon, or be uncritical of an offense or of an antisocial or illegal act. You yourself might or might not indulge in such behavior or commit such an offense, but you feel no urge to protest or to demand censure or punishment for someone else who does. You may condone cheating on one's income tax, shoplifting from a big impersonal supermarket, or exceeding the speed limit, though you personally observe the law with scrupulousness. Not everyone, however, is so charitable or forgiving. The noun is condonation. Condone is built on Latin dono, to give, the root found in donor, one who gives, donate, to give, and donation, a gift. Review of etymology. Prefix, root, suffix meaning. 1. Bonus, benigood, well. 2. Fides, faith. 3. Dico, dictus, to say, tell. 4. Before, beforehand. 5. Phone sound. 6. Contra, against, opposite. 7. Add. 2. Toward. 8. Facio factus, fec, fic, fi, to make or do. 9. Ori, place where. 10. Manus, hand. 11th volo, to wish, to will, to be willing. 12th place, to please, appease, soothe, pacify. 13. Ive, adjective suffix. 14. -ory, adjective suffix. 15. In, not, negative prefix. 16. Con, with, together. 17. Dono, to give, using the words. Can you pronounce the words? 1. Benign. 2. Benignity. 3. Benignant. 4. Benignancy. 5th benediction. 6th benedictory. 7. Beneficent. 8. Beneficence. 9. Benefactor. 10th benefaction. 11th beneficiary. 12. Benevolent. 13. Benevolence. 14. Bona fide. 15. Fidelity. 16. Infidelity. 17. Infidel. Can you pronounce the words? 1. Dictatorial. 2. Volition. 3rd placation. 4th placative, 5th placatory, 6th placable, 7 implacable, 8th placability, 9 implacability, 10th placid, 11th placidity, 12 complacent, 13th complacence, 14 complacency, 15 condonation. Can you work with the words A, wishing good things for another, well disposed; B, domineering, giving orders in a manner permitting no refusal; C, not to be soothed or pacified, unyielding to pity or entreaty; D, tending or intended to pacify, to soothe, or to change hostility to friendliness; E, kindly, good-natured, not cancerous; F, calm, unruffled, undisturbed; G, self-satisfied, smug; H, of the nature of or relating to blessings. 1. In good faith, sincere, valid. Can you work with the words A, recipient of money, kindness, etc.; B, free will; C, act of overlooking or of forgiving, an offense or transgression; D, faithfulness; E, self-satisfaction, smugness; F, calmness; G, act of pacifying or of turning hostility or anger into friendly feelings; H, attitude of wishing good things for another. 1. Faithlessness. J, good deed, act of charity or kindness. Do you understand the words? 1. Are benedictions given in houses of worship? Yes or no? 2. Is it pleasant to be the recipient of a beneficent act? Yes or no? 3. Are kind people benevolent? Yes or no? 4. Do placatory gestures often heal wounds and soothe disgruntled friends? Yes or no? 5. Are some unambitious people complacent? Yes or no? 6. Does benignity show malice? Yes or no? 7. Is a benefaction an act of philanthropy? Yes or no? 8. Is an implacable foe of corruption likely to condone corrupt acts? Yes or no? 9. Is a bona fide offer made insincerely? Yes or no? 10. Does a benignant attitude indicate hostility? Yes or no? Do you understand the words? 1. Benign, hateful, same or opposite. 2. Benignant, kindly, same or opposite. 3. Benediction, malediction, same or opposite. 4. Benefactor, evildoer, same or opposite. 5. Beneficiary, giver, same or opposite. 6. Benevolent, well-disposed, same or opposite. 7. Bona fide, valid, same or opposite. 8. Fidelity, unfaithfulness, same or opposite. 9. Infidel, true believer, same or opposite. 10. Dictatorial, submissive, same or opposite. 11th placative, pacifying, same or opposite. 12. Implacable, unyielding, same or opposite. 13th placid, calm, same or opposite. 14. Complacent, discontented, same or opposite. 15. Condonation, forgiveness, same or opposite. Can you recall the words? 1. Tending to give orders. 2. Act of overlooking an offense, etc. 3. Unyieldingly hostile, beyond soothing, relentless, pitiless. 4. Intended to soothe or pacify, adjective. 5. One's desire, wishes, or unforced will. 6. Calmness. 7. Self-satisfaction, smugness. 8. Non-believer in the true religion. 9. Kindly, well-disposed. 10. Unfaithfulness. 11. Involving a blessing, adjective. 12. Doing something good or kind, adjective. 13. Faithfulness. 14. Sincere, valid, in good faith. 15. One who does something good, kind, or charitable for another. 16. A kind or charitable deed. 17. Recipient of kindness, gift, etc. 18. Able to be soothed or pacified. Chapter Review. A. Do you recognize the words? 1. To belittle. A. Titillate. B. Disparage. C. Adulate. 2. To be purposely confusing. A. Equivocate. B. Obviate. C. Prescribe. 3. To work to the disadvantage of. A. Malign. B. Militate. C. Placate. 4. To slander. A. Malign. B. Condone. C. Placate. 5. Lack of equality. A. Parity. B. Disparity. C. Ambiguity. 6. Phrase that may have two interpretations, one of them indelicate or off-color. A. Equivocation. B. Ambiguity. C. Double entendre. 7. Hateful. A. Malignant. B. Benignant. C. Malaise. 8. Ill will. A. Malaise. B. Malevolence. C. Maleficence. 9. Kindly. A. Benevolent. B. Placid. C. Complacent. 10. Inflexibly hostile. A. Implacable. B. Placatory. C. Militant. 11. Giving orders imperiously. A. Benedictory. B. Dictatorial. C. Adulatory. 12. Self-satisfaction. A. Complacency. B. Placation. C. Placidity. B. Can you recognize roots? Meaning root 1. Par blank. Example, parity. 2. Equus, equ blank. Example, equivocal. 3. Vox vocis blank. Example, vocal. Quarta nox, noctis. Example, nocturnal. 5. Libra blank. Example, equilibrist. Sextus latus lateris. Example, equilateral. 7th, equus blank. Example, equine. Octopedis. Example, pedestrian. 9. Paidos, pied, blank. Example, pedagogue. 10th, pharaoh blank. Example, vociferous. 11th, magnus blank. Example, magnify. 12. Scribo, scriptus blank. Example, proscribe. 13th, manus blank. Example, manuscript. 14th, post blank. Example, postscript. 15th, via blank. Example, militate. 17th, malus. Example, malefactor. Dixuit. Dico, dictus. Example, dictatorial. 19º volo. Example, volition. 20. Fatio, fec, fic, fy. Example, benefactor. Fiction, simplify. 21st bonus. Example, bona fide. 22nd fides. Example, fidelity. 23. Phone. Example, didophone. 24th place. Example, placate. 25th dono. Example, donation. Teaser questions for the amateur etymologist. 1. Keeping in mind the roots animus in equanimity and magnus in magnavox or magnify, can you combine these two roots to form a noun meaning, etymologically, largeness of mind? Can you figure out the adjective form ending in ous of the noun you have constructed? 2. If equilateral means equal-sided, can you construct an adjective meaning two-sided? 3. Trans is a prefix meaning across. Build a verb meaning to write across, from one form or language to another. Blank. What is the noun derived from this verb? 4. What disease was so named on the erroneous assumption that it was caused by bad air? Blank. 5. Fatio may appear in English words as fec. Using the prefix con, together, can you form a noun sometimes used as a synonym for candy, cake, or ice cream, etymologically, something made together? The thrill of recognition. You have been adding over the past 23 sessions hundreds of words to your vocabulary. You have been learning hundreds of prefixes, roots, and suffixes that make it possible for you to figure out the meaning of many unfamiliar words you may come across in your reading. As time goes on and you notice more and more of the words you have studied whenever you read or whenever you listen to lectures, the radio, or TV, the thrill of recognition plus the immediate comprehension of complex ideas will provide a dividend of incalculable value. You will hear these words in conversation, and you will begin to use them yourself, unself-consciously, whenever something you want to say is best expressed by one of the words that exactly verbalizes your thinking. Another priceless dividend. So keep on! You are involved in a dividend-paying activity that will eventually make you intellectually rich. End of Session 23.